Hello everyone, SMA Watts here, and we are about to do a vintage master draft. And, well, I can tell you what my first pick's going to be. It's down there at the bottom. It's Mana Crypt. Pack one, pick one, Windmill Slam Mana Crypt, right? I mean, is there any reason ever not to take this? I should look at the rest of the pack. Let's make sure that's, reserved. So we have two crappy Tempest Dual lands, Wild Mongrel, which we're passing, so we're probably not getting green. Serendipity would be like, oh, Serendipite's only uncommon in this? Wow. But yeah, Mana Crypt, Windmill Slam, not close. Because I'm pretty sure Mana Crypt is going to be at least a $15 to $20 card. So. I'm curious, how much is Mana Crypt? $23 right now. So yeah, it basically pays for the draft. Alright. So, now that we're done with our easy first pick, we have to actually, so we passed a bunch of really good blue and green stuff. I'm not picking a gold card. I don't really want Temporal Fissure. It's a pretty lackluster pack. I think I'm gonna take Death's Head Buzzard. Alright, so nothing super good here. I think I take Killer Whale. It's probably like creatures are going to be inherently a little bit worse in this format than they normally would be, and Killer Whale's a pretty rock solid body. Um. Well, Armadillo Cloak's actually still a decent value pick, and like Deep Analysis is really good. But I think I can afford to take a random value pick, even though I already took Mana Crypt. Oh, so good, so good. All right. Let's take an Aquamoeba. Not nearly as good as some of the like it's a Madness Enabler. Though worth noting, we have a Mana Crypt, so as far as fast mana goes, we have one of the outside the Power 9, probably the best fast mana card. So I'd really like to see that Serendipity make its way back around. I doubt it. Though that pack was fairly stacked. Alright, I don't think trying to do the I think Mistmoon Griffin's the best card in this pack, and we still are pretty open color-wise. I think I take the Deep Analysis. Alright, Alright, well, I think we're leaning towards blue-black. Though white is still an option. Oh, Wild Mongrel made it around. Okay, I think we're going blue-green. Like, Wild Mongrel's probably one of the best commons in the set. Like, that is a sign. Like, ninth pick Wild Mongrel? Sure. I mean, so I think the Armor of Thorns will probably be in this pack then. Merkin and Evil Shadow are the two people we're on either side of. So Merkin is still waiting to pick. The Armor of Thorns did make it back around, so we take that. This is, you can cast it as if it had flash, but it becomes a instant instead of a enchantment. Sort of. It becomes a really confused card that clearly existed in a time before we knew how to write what a card does. Alright. I think we take the Obsessive Research. I mean, it's, if you're playing blue, it's pretty fantastic because, like, it cycles for 1, and it madness cycles for 1 too. So it synergizes really well with the Aquamoeba and the Mongrel. And take the other Armor of Thorns. Not particularly great card, but I'll take the Astral Slide just because I don't want anyone to have it. Yeah, I don't think Nostalgic Dreams is going to make the cut. Though, technically... Alright, what do we get? An Anka Mishra is not really like a money rare. So, oof. We're passing it, and I'm sad, but that's a him. Like, it is very easy to justify going oh, I have a couple black cards. But no, we're not going to take him to Torok. We're going to take the Krosan Voring because, I mean, Deep Analysis is probably the next best card, but I'd rather take a good creature because you should overvalue creatures. All right. I'm going to take the Gush because it's Gush. It's a pretty solid card. It synergizes amazing with the Mongrel. I'd love to get another couple Mongrels. I mean, they made it all the way around the table the first time. Foil Scabland. Alright, so I think the pick here is between Repel and Thalicos Drifters. And I take the I think I take the Drifters. This is, I mean, from what I understand of the format, it's a really weird kind of cube where you have powerful cube level spells but crappy creatures. All right, we're gonna take another Killer Whale because I love 5 mana, not quite our elementals. So I have a feeling Evil Shadow's in green. Alright, I don't think I need another killer whale. And no one's ever been hurt by a giant spider. Like, having a giant spider is never the terrible thing. So Nostalgic Dreams is, yeah, I'm going to move that out of contention of being in the main deck. Like, if we get some more Madness cards, it becomes a way better. Like, doesn't work with Circular Logic, but like some Basking Root Wallas. Nostalgic Dreams works fantastic with them. Pitch 2 Root Wallas, they go into play, you get back 2 cards out of your graveyard, it's like a 4 for 1. Well, it's actually 4 for 3. Alright. So Urborg Uprising is ridiculous. But I'm going to take another Obsessive Research just because they're never that bad. By converted mana cost. So I really could, like, I'm going to have to rely on pack 3 to get some green back. Like, I know, like, I'm pretty sure these two guys are not going to be in green. And we're going to take the Elvish Apparition. And we'll take the Jungle Worm, though not terribly thrilled about it. And I'm picking the Elvish Aberration because it force cycles. Like, a 6 mana 4/5 that adds 3 mana is not super good, but the fact that if you draw it before you have 6 mana, it force cycles is worth noting. We'll take the other Deep Analysis. Now, theoretically, I should have probably snapped up some of the cycling lands in blue and green, because there are very few stone unplayables. This could be a valid sideboard card, but we're going to take the Sudden Strength. Alright, just because I really don't want anyone making that deck. That deck annoys me. Alright, Owl Familiar's not the worst creature in the world. He's a nice 25th card. Alright, Tribute to the Wild for our sideboard. Oh hey, we got a Tranquil Thicket. Putrid Imp. Alright, so we're doing pretty good, I think. I'd really like to get, like, 2 more Wild Mongrels. Then I'd just be happy. Like, alright. It's our rare. It's my understanding every pack has a rare, right? Oh, Cruel Bargain. Well, it's like a $5 card. And there's nothing I'm passing other than Fact or Fiction. Oh. But it's Fact or Fiction. I'm going to take the money card and say that is the wrong pick. Wow, I wonder what they took. Because Karn Silver Golem's not a bad card. So I think it's between Karn and like Karn, Ophidian, Basking Rootwalla. I think I want Karn. Like I don't have anything to make Karn awesome. Oh, hey, another Basking Rootwalla. Chimeric Idol's probably not a terrible pick here, but Basking Rootwalla is a pretty good creature. I will probably never be sad to have a counterspell. Ah. I'd like to get 2 more creatures at least. Especially since Karn's in a weird spot of not really being a creature. Yeah, Brainstorm, sure. We have a lot of card draw. We have a lot of card draw. Like, really, Fact or Fiction would have just been more of the same, I guess. Like, it would have been the best card draw spell we had. Uh, that was weird. I'm gonna blame Magic Online for that. That hasn't popped up like in the last 6 months. That would usually only pop up like after I got out of a game of some kind. All right. 35. We have like 2 cards left that we haven't seen before. Well, Mana War, not close. Though, I mean, if I was playing blue red, I'd take the Prophetic Bolt easily. Yeah, like there are a couple. There are valid options here, but Mana War for my deck's just amazing. Especially since we actually had no 3-drop. Come on, Wild Mongrel one time. I think we take Grizzly Fate. I mean, it's basically 4 power for 5 mana, which is pretty good. Later game, it's 8 power for 5 mana. So yeah, I guess it's. Um. So, Krosan Tusker, or I think we take Krosan Tusker because, yes, when you cycle it, you may search for a basic land. So yeah, we take the Krosan Tusker. It's a pretty good card that we probably will never cast. We'll take a Lonely Sandbar. What's great about Basking Rootwalla is that it's actually a valid 1-drop. Like, it's not just a blank card. That first pack must have been was so stacked. It's hard to believe that first pack was so stacked we got Wild Mongrel back out of it. Right here, we got another Rootwalla. I really wouldn't mind the Ophidian, but I think the Rootwalla is a better creature. Like, we already have so much card draw, I don't really need Um, I don't think I really want a 5-mana 2/2, even if it gets me back cards. And I don't think we're playing Power Sync, but oh, hey, if I want the 5-mana 2/2, we can still have it too. Sure. I guess that's the most playable card in there. Alright, so we have to cut a few cards from this. Like, let's see. I think with Mana Crypt we can get away with running 16 lands pretty easily. So that means instead of 23 cards, so we need to cut 3 cards. Alright. I don't want 2 obsessive researches. Creatures do I have? 15. I think Sudden Strength might not be the right card for the deck. And let's get rid of Owl Familiar. Oh. Interesting. I'm just looking at some of the features. All right, let's add basic. All right, let's counter mana symbols. 2/2, 3/3. All right, we're +1 blue right now. +3 blue, 4 blue. So we're +2 blue overall. So we get some really swanky lands. I think that's enough to where we should just be running. I like the fact that this, apparently the Vintage Master Drafts, you get the nicest lands they have available. So yeah, I think that's going to be our deck. I'm not completely thrilled with it. Like, I think 1 or 2 picks. Like, I kind of wish hadn't wasted a few early picks on black, but oh well.